What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Top Cat the Gamer, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. We're going to go ahead and continue on with the rest of the story at the Tharbad Film Festival. Hope y'all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, tap that like button for you, boy, and subscribe if you haven't. See more? Let's get it going.
In the 20 years since they first emerged in Calvard, they've become a true art form. One that will continue to spread throughout Zemuria. The world of the silver screen is enthralling and ever-evolving, capturing the hearts of audiences with its thrilling brand of drama. The fact so many of you have flocked to this desert city to celebrate them speaks volumes about the power of film. I would, of course, be remiss not to acknowledge the cancellation of the Messeldom Film Festival 2 months ago. A most tragic event. Its loss, however, shall not diminish our shared love for this burgeoning medium, even if our passion for it takes various shapes. Above all else, may this festival serve as an expression of that innate richness and diversity. As Prince of Elzai, I, Sharid Osval, am pleased to announce the commencement of the first Tharbad Film Festival.
Oh, it's the first. I thought the way they talked about it was like shit. I thought the way they was talking about it was like that. It was some shit that happened like every year, and that's crazy as hell. All right.
At noon, we'll be awarding the Leon d'Or, as well as putting on the Carnal Cavalcade. 2 events you won't want to miss.
I really thought this was that this was like the 30th or some shit like that.
But enough rambling from royalty. To everyone attending, may your time here be joyous. Welcome to our cinematic celebration.
All right. You may hear me sniffling a little bit. I still a little bit under the weather, but kind of on the mend. Damn, this town's really coming to life now that it's the big day. Yeah, I don't know if any of the other festivals I've ever seen compared to this. Seems like the information blackout on what happened with Dylan is working as intended too. Not that I was worried with Renee looking after it. Between that and the Orville Hookah incident, he's certainly proven to be an impressive individual. I have mixed feelings on everything, but I'm definitely glad to see everyone's hard work is paying off. Even if we can't rest easy just yet. That we can't. There's still a Carnal Cavalcade at noon, plus the big award ceremony. It's entirely possible that trouble could strike during either of those things. I'm pretty sure it is. It wouldn't be a Trails game without it, you know? I'm not saying we can't have fun and enjoy ourselves. Just stay on the lookout for anything suspicious. Yeah, you know the drill by now. You want us to take a stroll around town while checking for any new for SPGs that come in? Nothing we haven't done before. So this is how Arkwright Solutions goes about conducting its risk assessment work. I find it very interesting. You just did it the day before. Why is she acting like she just discovered this? It's going to be okay, you guys. We could put our experience from Longport to use here too. Also, I think we should check on Shahina and Sarah and see how they're doing. Definitely. I've been worried about Sarah. Hopefully she feels better after a good night's sleep. No rest for the weary, it seems. Guess we got a full plate for our last day in town. Let's get to work, folks. All right. So, pretty sure. Yeah.
Now, what's it say?
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. Let's see, the Sandsea Extermination. Info has just come in of a dangerous giant monster. The Johanna Frau. The hell? Or Johanna Frau has appeared in the Sandsea. Please take care of this beast in the guild's stead. Okay. So from the Bracer Guild. Alright. There really ain't much to do around this part. Matter of fact, I don't know if my other thing was reported, so just double checking. Nope. Okay, they're in. All right. I don't think that they're selling anything different. The dude with the hook was still up. I always do something with fishy about those orbital hookers. What? But I never imagined they were using unapproved ingredients. I had some in stock myself, unfortunately. Makes me glad I kept recommending the traditional ones to customers. I did get pretty worried once I had customers who bought some of the orbital hookers I had in stock. Thankfully from the way it looks this morning, they all seem to have calmed down. Can't tell you what a relief that is.
Come and see.
I don't know, sir.
Why, hello.
So no. Hell, I don't even know if I should, honestly. Ugh. I've got to find a way to get more things to bring the celestial bombs or something to bring back the people back to life. It is annoying. And don't like we can do much of anything here. Sell that crap.
Thank you. Why, hello. Thank you.
I don't know who would have the money after, like, unless you're just grinding.
Why, hello.
On this game, like, we're just on here, just going and fighting over and over and over again. I do not see who's coming up with the money to spend 8,000 on the spirit droppers.
Okay.
Because the money that I even have right now, I have 30,000, and I'm trying to save it because when you gotta buy your weapons and stuff.
Hey there, what'll it be?
For whatever the next part is, man, your money is gone.
See ya.
And then your party ain't doing them.
Some
Your party ain't doing them getting
spices,
bigger.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
So with your party getting bigger, you got more money to spend. And I'm like, I don't even know how much money it's gonna take. Okay, so we gotta check there. That's Shahina's house. I mean, well, that's the guild. Let me go here first.
Well, where'd you next?
I'm just gonna check our equipment and stuff.
Daddy, hurry.
Make sure that our
Time for the film festival.
probably should have fast traveled there. But oh well, I didn't.
Hey, welcome.
Let me see if I can open some slots. The van only has one more to go. No, I can't.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, I'm so in
What can I do for you?
Yeah, but like, look at the weapons. I just want to give you an example of what I'm talking about. If you haven't paid attention before, each one of the weapons are like damn near close to 4,000. Okay. If you got it, if in the next chapter or whatever part you get new weapons, you know, like 4 times 5 is 20. That's 20,000 right there. Just going to the weapons. They're not even including if you got it. You know, these aren't that expensive, but you got to buy that, and then you got to look at armor, stuff like that. So when you do the shoes, and like the top armor, you looking at let's say 2,500 for each person. Okay, that's 5,000 for each person. You know, like that's like, look at that. That's all you. That's all the money you only have. If I did it now, I'd only have 10,000 left. And you can't do it for everybody.
See you again.
So I'm like, I don't see how the hell it's just hard to make money on here.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
I feel like that on a lot of games, especially the Trails game, I feel like they had a lot of balance with that sometimes. On here, it's really odd. Not that, it's not terrible. It's doable because like you'll eventually, get there. And
We await your next visit.
Like when you get like it's hard for you to get, like, and I've been going through, like, I'm over half the game at least by now. But if you look at like the items you get, like, just look at my items. Yeah, I had to, use these to trade in to make better ones. But like the reviving bombs, like you get those in dungeons, and eventually create your celestial bombs and stuff like that. But like that's without me buying items. Like on the older Trails games, you would get, like, when you crack those little pots and stuff open, you get a lot of that stuff. I actually got more of these things than I did regular items. Like curio bombs are great. Like that cures all ailments. That's fantastic that I've got that many of those, and the tablets and everything. But like, it's insane to me. I think I got that from a quest, the purifying spice. I don't even think I bought those. But look at the rest of them. It's like 9, 5, 9, and 7. That's how many I've got from a dungeon up to this point. It's crazy. They definitely make you work for it on this game. You gotta push through. Shit. I'm just gonna get this other quest over here. Alright, cocktail crafting. Tonight's the big bartender competition. I know exactly what kind of cocktail to make too. The problem is I can't get my hands on the ingredients in time. I was hoping to speak with all of you about it. I've been waiting at the Al-Jumeirah Hotel. Okay, that's Ramadi. Looks like Ramadi's got some work for us. He's always so good to us. We should give him a hand. Yeah, I guess.
Quite impressive.
I mean, there's really nothing special going on. It's just a lot more people and confetti raining from the sky from somewhere. Yeah.
This year's been awesome.
It's not too crazy. I mean,
Wow, what an amazing view this is.
there's Marielle. Oh, it's you guys. Thanks for saving me yesterday. When I got back, I passed out like a rock. I slept for so long, I was shocked to wake up and see the big festival was today. For someone who got kidnapped, you don't sound too worse for wear. You bet I'm not. A little shut-eye was all I needed to make the anxiety go away. I'm as good as new. Besides, I smell a big scoop waiting in the city. Even bigger than I figured. Something's out there. I can just feel it. My business with Dingo can wait. I've got to get out there and do some digging. You know you're tougher than you look, Marielle. Not losing heart after such a frightening experience, I'm impressed. Of course, hard as a rockness. Is it hard as a rockness is my middle name. Or my 5 middle names. Anyway. What the hell? I'll keep hounding that guy for as long as it takes. Until he changes his ways. I'll never give up. I believe you, Marielle. I believe you. Alright, buddy. Where are you? Is he outside or?
Hell to the yeah! Bare-ass skin as far as the eye can see!
Huh? What's so special about bare skin? Aaron, don't answer that. And please watch what you say around the child.
Aaron is dumb, bro. I swear to God. Let's see here. Well, I was hoping you can go towards the water, but you can't.
Welcome to my adult oasis.
Adult
Cheers
oasis.
to Tharbad.
That was fast. I didn't expect to see you, darling, so soon. And I didn't expect to see a post from you. Well, I go through the trouble. You could have rung me up directly. You know I wouldn't mind. I knew you were going to say that. But it's important to do these things the right way. I want to ask your help as a proper job, not just as a favor for a friend. Even if I do feel a little bad dragging you sweethearts out here over something like this. Don't sweat it. Sounds like a real bind to be in on the day of the tournament. May I ask what sort of cocktail you intend to make? Of course, it'd be hard for you to do all your job otherwise. Essentially, the main task of the tournament has been announced, so contestants can plan ahead. The judges want us to come up with our version of Tharbad Night. No prize for guessing what it's named after. Hell, it's a prize on its own. I ordered that shit at the nightclub, and it was great. Not too sweet, just the way I like it. Wait, you mean the other night? Yes, Fairy, when the boys decided to have a nice, fun night out on town, without us, by themselves. Don't mind them, you were saying? Ah, you silly palms. Anyway, normally a Tharbad night is blue. It reminds you of the desert sky at night, you see. You even sprinkle some of the gold leaf cut into the shape of stars, for good measure. I can see why they make a drink like that. The stars out in the desert are so pretty at night. Indeed, without the light pollution from urban areas, clear night skies can be breathtaking. Exactly. It's a beautiful drink. You can see why they want us putting our own spin on it. For my part, I'm going to give it a little intrigue, you might say. I'm going for the life of an information broker and the sweet, calm nights spent reveling in dangerous secrets in drink form. And I'm going to do it by adding a red hue to it, turning it into a gradient. Wow, it sounds so mature. Makes me wish I was older so I could try it. It does sound fascinating, and like something only you could make, Barmati. Oh, you too. Sweet as a grenade. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said grenade. Oh my God. Sweet as a grenadine. I have no idea what a grenadine is on here, but that's funny as hell. Oh, I thought it said grenade for real. It's like grenade. Damn. On that note, for the redness, I plan to use the juice from a red cactus. Ah, this actually connects to the other quests. They're hard to find, but the color is perfect for my needs. With that, I'm going to accent it with some black pomegranate on top. And it's those two things you need us to fetch, right? Just so. Strictly speaking, it's by no means unheard of to find these things for sale in town. But like I said, red cactus itself isn't easy to get your hands on in a while. So finding it on the market can be dicey. And as for the pomegranates, I specifically want ones from a luxurious kind grown in Belize, known as nocturnal suns. I've heard of those. They get their name from the shining black luster that makes them stand out even in the dark of night, supposedly. They certainly do. I'd have been more shocked if you, of all people, hadn't heard of it. Those fruits also only show up once in a blue moon, and if they're going to be anywhere, it'll be the bazaar in the cultural district. Oh my God. Unfortunately, my pickiness has come back to bite me, and I'm nearly out of time. You would think I'd know better, but alas, here I am. I dug my own grave, and now here lies my body. Rest in peace. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to put your best foot forward to win. Can't see this crazy attention to detail not paying off when the time comes. Even so, it does not change the fact that we have a little time to spare if we are to track down these ingredients. Yeah, especially since we're running out on a tight schedule. Gotta make a decision. Alright. Alright, we're in. You did a hell of a job analyzing that drug earlier. Least we can do is help with this. Oh, hush. That wasn't a big deal. But thanks, son. I really appreciate it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Right now, we got squat. What are you supposed to start looking for these things anyway? Luckily for you, a merchant in town offered me some clues. For one thing, apparently red cactus only grows in a particular part of the sand sea. There we go. A nasty part where the sandstorm tends to be brutal, no less, making it hard for anyone to step foot in. The way he made it sound, it's always a challenge, at best, to harvest. If that is the case, it would be nice if we could somehow obtain the juice without having to venture out into the desert. I think it would still be worth the trip, to be honest. It's risky, but it also seems like our best shot at success. Yeah, and we were out there yesterday. We know our way around. We'll be fine. Very well then, the desert it is. So, to sum it up, we'll find the red cactus in the desert and the pomegranates lurking in the bazaar, if Lady Luck's on our side. We can start with either one, whichever's easiest to get to make our rounds across town. Thanks again, darlings. Don't feel like you have to go berserk for just little old me. If it's too much, I'll live. Alright.
Time to start working.
So that runs together with the other quests. I would definitely say, did they say obtain the pomegranate? Huh. I would definitely say, okay. We're gonna go ahead and check the other stuff too while we're here.
What are we waiting for?
We'll go ahead and check the hammam. There's everybody. Man, everyone, excellent timing. I was just about to come talk to all of you. Prince Sharid, not just with you too. Not to mention our two favorite actresses. And even Sylphie. It's a party. That's quite the crew you got here, Your Highness. What's the occasion? Well, His Highness invited us over. We figured taking a bath here would be a nice way to freshen ourselves up before the parade and the award ceremony. As for me, I wanted to take a dip at least once while I was here anyway. So I was hardly about to say no. But, as nice as it is to be accompanied by such lovely ladies, I'd be a bit lonely in the men's bath, so I wanted to invite you all as well. Okay. We appreciate the offer. What do you say, Miss Arkwright? We do still have time to spare before the parade officially begins. You bet we're coming in. Wouldn't dream of missing something like this. Not every day you get to rent out an entire bathhouse, after all. You'll take just about any excuse as long as you can get in the door, huh? Well, Van's not wrong, is he? Who the hell would turn that down, though? I mean, chance to be relaxed? Man, this hits the spot. Something about having an entire bath to yourself really just makes all your aches and pains melt away. Aches and pains? Man, you're old as dirt if you're talking like that. Today's only just begun, Cramps. And yet I know exactly what Van means. My schedule is usually more hectic than you might think. Times like this, where I can relax, unwind, and unburden, are a precious commodity. It's an opportunity to re-examine yourself, inside and out, washing everything away and becoming a new me in turn. See this man here? He understands. That's exactly it, Your Highness. I've always felt that way. Bathhouses definitely serve as a social function, but they're first and foremost a place to engage with yourself, at least in my opinion. Just so, with a mindset like that, I can definitely see you're going far in life, Van. Oh, great. As if one old fart in my life wasn't enough. Now I get to share a bath for two of them. Forget all that meditative shit. Forget all that meditative shit. Let's have some fun. A little test of endurance. Who's in? Didn't you hear a word I said? This is a sacred place. It's not somewhere you can just screw around and... Actually, I quite like that idea. Nothing like a friendly bout to bring two souls together in spiritual harmony. I don't know about spiritual whatever, but at least I've got to take her. What about you? Too scared to take me? Not that I blame you, when it's clear as day which of us has more stamina. Don't get so full of yourself, kid. Alright, you want to play? I'll play. Excellent. Finally, an opportunity to settle our unfinished business from back in the Samsey. What kind of game they think about playing in the bathroom, half naked? Doesn't sound really that great, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, as ever, I can hear our mighty men getting rowdy on the other side. Oh, for the love of mend my foot. It might as well be a bunch of kids. I'm gonna have to report this to His Highness sister later. Probably for the best. She at least sounds like she got her act together. Glad someone out there can make a dent in him. Speaking of someone making a dent, Judith, I noticed you've warmed up the van and his assistants. How did that happen? Are you out of your mind? Exactly how do I look like I've warmed up to them? It's just a feeling I have. Oh, shut up. Don't give me that cheeky smile and a giggle. So that's what happened to Ida. Thanks for filling me in. I really appreciate it. I keep on forgetting that they didn't talk about Ida. Damn. Like it really slipped my mind that Ida was a part of Zephyr. And they just now getting to hash that out. Man. Your boss told me a little about it before, but I'm still glad I got to hear it from your side as well. Sounds like she was an amazing woman right up to the end. Yeah, she was. I really admired her. I was really hoping to get together with her, Zeno, and Leo one of these days. It's not enough to lose the boss. She had to up and go too, I guess. I'm sorry, Fee. No, it's okay. I'm sorry for getting all gloomy there. Besides, it wasn't all lost for us, for either of us. It wasn't all lost for either of us. Well, either, sorry. What do you mean? Well, she was something of an older sister to us both, yeah? It gives us a personal connection. And now we're coming together because of it. It's a good way to look at it. I don't know about you, but I feel like we have to turn it into something special. Yeah, you're right. Same here. I'd have talked about you too, you know. I think she also wants to see you again. I can't imagine this is how she ever thought we would meet up. I'm so glad we got to talk. This has been great. I'm glad you think so too. I know I'm no replacement for Ida. I don't want to be either. But I am a former Jaeger. From what I've seen, I get the feeling our combat styles line up pretty well. So if you ever have any questions on stuff, just ask. I'm more than happy to talk. Really? That'd be awesome. Thanks, Fee. In that case, can I ask you something right now? Sure, what is it? You see, there's something that's been bothering me ever since we came in here. All the other girls are, what's something Aaron called, would you say, packing heat or something like this? What the fuck? Man, Aaron be tripping, man. That girl is like 13, bro. Stop saying that shit in front of her. So can I be like all of them? Okay, that's about the last thing I was expecting you to ask. I'm sorry. Do you think there's no hope for me? I keep on forgetting, like, she's so oblivious to some of this stuff because she has been, like, living with her tribe out in the desert, and away from city life, or, you know, they've been, like, traveling from place to place, and so all this stuff is, like, awkward to her, and she really doesn't know. Well, it's true that Nina and Judith are really beautiful, and the other girls are easy on their eyes, too. Still, I don't think you got anything to worry about. You still got a lot of time to grow. You'll get there. You really think so? Think so. I know so. I used to be pretty similar to you until I had a growth spurt right around the time I turned 18. This is very true. Actually, I think Fee was smaller than Fairy. Hey, you two. Mind if I join you? She hit the eye. Ooh, I hope I grow up to be just like Agnes one day. Is she talking about breast size? Quick question, Agnes. You go to Aramis, yes? Yes. I'm a first year there. Dang. First year and you're already like that? Yeah, they talking about titties. You remind me of a certain class president I knew. Yeah, she's talking about Emma. A class president? Why? It's nothing really. If you play the Trails of Cold Steel games, you know how much Fee used to tease Emma about her breast size, like when they were going up ladders or they were in like the water or whatever like that. It's hilarious. It always made for some funny ass conversations. Anyway, Fairy, getting back to our discussion. Truth be told, it's also important to know your limits and recognize you won't have everything others do. It's part of being an adult. That's not what you said before. What are you two talking about? Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like having other things that you do. Why do I suddenly feel like the odd one out? Fee's growing to a beautiful young lady. How could I lose to a punk ass like him? Guess your age is catching up to you, huh, Gramps? I wish I could say you were wrong, but... Well, I, for one, had a fine time, even if I was the first one to lose. Thank you for joining me, both of you. We'll have to do this again someday. This communion as men. Study if you want to commune as men. I know some good monasteries of the night. Catch my drift. That sounds like a grand idea. Count me in. This dude's down for anything. He don't give a shit. Your Highness, I urge you to consider your position before making such commitments. Pardon me. I was merely kidding, of course. Yes. He was not. No problem. We'll just have to be sneaky to make sure you don't get caught by your scary-ass bodyguard. Don't give the guy any ideas. I really wouldn't push your luck when it comes to that woman. For as silly as those guys can be, at least they seem to be having fun. Yeah, I get it. I gotta give him that. That's truth. True, but I don't know if we should be especially happy about it in this case. Anyway, I think we're gonna chill here for a little longer before we head out. We're counting on you guys to get us through the parade and everything else. Don't let us down. Not to worry. With us on security, everything's under control. You two ladies just focus on putting on a good show. Alright, so we'll chat with everybody really quick. It's so important to relax when you can. That soak in the baths really helped me soothe my mind and body. I just hope that Shahina's not too nervous going into the parade. It's a lot to have foisted on her all of a sudden. No, I have to believe in her. In fact, I do. Judith and I know she can do it. Everything's going to be just fine. Okay? It was nice of the prince to invite us here. Finally got to take a load off my shoulders for a little bit. We're all ready for the parade on our end. So until things kick off, we're going to take it nice and slow. Save my stamina for what's to come. Okay? And Najee, we can hear His Highness loud and clear, all the way on the women's side. You can and should tell the prince off when he starts to get out of hand in such situations as that. You have my permission, in fact. Doing so will not offend the royal family. If anything, he could stand to be more disciplined, like the Prince of Erebony is said to be. I know it's not going to mean much coming from me after all that, but you never catch a break, do you? Must be hard looking after him. Oh no, it's all part of my job as his bodyguard. If anything, I consider it an honor to be able to serve someone as unique as His Highness. If you say so. Still looks like a tough job to me. You know, Najee was pretty quiet while we were all in the baths together. But she looked amazing. Holy smokes, her body is unbelievable. Oh yeah? You telling me she's got more... I knew he was going to say something stupid, I'm sorry. You telling me there's more than meets the eye underneath that trim of suit of hers? Now that you mention it, I can certainly believe it. Indeed, I myself was quite impressed with her musculature, seeing it up close. We may not know it otherwise, but she clearly maintains an extensive routine. She was taught as a bowstring with no slack at any point. I'm sorry. Like, damn, okay. I stay on top of my royal sword fighting training. That's why. I never given much thought to my appearance, but it was a nice testament to my training to be complimented for the resulting physique. Okay, they didn't make it weird. You know, it wasn't a weird moment for her. She actually smiled a little bit. Like, look at the smile. That's one way to look at it, I guess. They gave her a compliment. She smiled. All right. That was quite the intense match we had there. Such moments like that are why I love bathhouses such as this. Being among your peers in the buff and competing like that, you learn a lot about each other as men. What in the hell could you possibly learn from each other in that moment? Oh, I learned a lot about you two, all right. Especially just how much the old farther is getting on these years. That's funny. Yeah, laugh it up. Just remember, we're only 5 years apart. You'll be right in my shoes before you know it. Yes, he will. Do I even want to know what you three got up to in there? Whatever was going on, we could certainly hear your voices on the other side, and it sounded rather colorful. Forgive our tomfoolery. That said, our whole group seems rather jovial. Van even more than I initially surmised. Once these festivities are over, and the case is truly behind us, I'd love to do this again. Not for business, purely for pleasure. Glad you enjoyed our company, Your Highness. It means a lot coming from a man of your stature. But if we're going to have any more competitions, can it wait until I've trained up a little? I don't want to lose to this punk ass again. Somebody's a sore loser, huh? Accept your fate already, old fart. Your time has come and gone. Very well. I'll hold off any more competitions until I've trained as well. But it is in the cards now. Remember that. What the hell did they do? Why are they still blue? Do they have more to say? Now the princess had his fun and appeared satisfied. It's time we returned to focus at the task at hand. As representative of the principality, His Highness has spent much time and effort trying to get to the bottom of these mishaps. I pray the event goes planned, as his work is rewarded. I know how much he's personally looking forward to it, but we'll see. Yeah, so they still have more to say. Okay. Now that I've worked up a decent sweat in those baths, it's time to turn my attention back towards the film festival in earnest. I'm here on behalf of my father, after all. It's my responsibility to see this event through, especially in light of what's transpired. Luckily, my head feels so clear now that I'm confident I can give my speech completely off the cuff. I won't need any script to back me up.
Alrighty.
Okay, now see. You boys sure got noisy over there. Whatever you were doing, you sounded pretty into it. Not that I'm one to criticize. I've gotten up my fair share of trouble like that before. I know how it goes. I can imagine knowing the kind of company you kept over the years. We had a nice time. I got to hear all of the stories about her and what Ida was like back in the day. She has so many interesting thoughts on Jaegers, now that she's a bracer these days too. I love talking with her. I didn't think that I had to share was that interesting, but I appreciate it. If my experiences can help you, then I'm content. Damn, were you girls talking about heavy shit like that the entire time while our dumbasses were horsing around? Not entirely. I would say that the latter half of our time in the baths was spent discussing more typical concerns of young ladies. Reset? Don't say it like that. You're going to give Aaron weird thoughts. Too late.
So,
Anyway, I'm glad I finally had a chance to sit down and spend some time talking to Fairy. It was a good reminder that we all owe to Ada to confront Amada. Alright. We will confront those bastards. Alright, let's go over here and see if we can find this
Need some spices, perhaps?
stuff.
Can we talk?
Oh my, you're looking for the Nocturnal Sun too? Those are surprisingly in demand today. Is that to say that we're the only ones who have asked about it? Right. There was another customer before you who bought them from me. She cleaned out my entire stock. All 10 of them, as a matter of fact. All of them? Then does that mean you have no more left for sale? Yes, that's right. I'm sorry to disappoint you. No, that's not your fault. We just got an urgent need for some and trying to find some as quickly as we can. Luck just wasn't on our side this time. We'll try somewhere else. Thanks for your time. Actually, before you go, can I ask what you want them for, if you don't mind? Sure, I don't see no harm in that, basically. So he explained what Bramade was doing at the bartending tournament and why he needed the pomegranate. Ah, I see. Thank you for clearing that up. You know, you might want to talk to Felicia. That's a weird way to say it. See if she'll let you have some of her stock. She's the one who bought them from me. Felicia. You said her name was? Where's she located? She runs an ice cream stand in the entertainment district. She's a regular customer of mine. If you tell her I sent you, I think she'll be willing to help. I can't make any promises though. We understand. Thank you for the advice. We sincerely appreciate it. All we can do now is attempt to negotiate and see what happens. Yeah, not like time's on our side here. Okay. We should run over to that stand. That cocktail's not going to fix itself. You're strangely eager to help, Aaron. What gives? He wants a drink. In any case, I agree with Aaron. The entertainment district's clearly our best lead. Thanks for talking to us, man. Oh, no problem. Good luck finding those pomegranates. Alright. A lot of dialogue here. This whole chapter has been very heavy on dialogue. It's been a lot. Let's talk to the girls. Oh, hey guys. Good morning. Good to see you brimming with energy after all the craziness yesterday. How are you doing, Sarah? Are you holding up too? Yeah, I mostly feel fine after getting some sleep. Thanks for asking. I've decided to have Shahina fill in for me at the parade anyway, just to be safe. Sarah was just helping me put finishing touches on my act. As a matter of fact, you're gonna do great, Shahina. After all that practice you put in yesterday, there's no way you won't. Thanks, Fairy. You're right. I'm gonna go out there and blow everyone's mind. I'll show them a dance they won't ever forget. Believe it. Oh yeah? Someone's feeling fired up. I mean, you saw what happened yesterday. Both me and my sister got kidnapped. Not to mention all the other stuff. It had to literally be the nuttiest day of my entire life, no doubt. So you bet I'm going to make up for all that stress by making today the best day ever. By a long shot. We're going to be so good, we won't have time to remember any of the bad stuff that's ever happened to us. Nobody will. But it'll only happen if I give my all. That's why I'm so amped up. Your resolve is truly admirable. With you there, I'm sure the parade will be spectacular. And Sarah, I want you to know, you've got nothing to worry about. I can handle the spotlight. I'll shine as bright as the sun. Even when I'm on that float, just like you would. Brighter than anyone else around, in fact. You can count on it. I mean, when you really think about it, it's kind of messed up. This was Sarah's big chance to kind of like break out as the star, and now she can't, and it's going to be her sister. It's crazy. Shahina, thank you. I'll be watching from the crowd, rooting for you. Interesting. That little look by Van. But look at her face though. You could tell she's kind of like she's happy for her, but then it's like seems like a little bit of regrets there. Also, thank you so much for looking out for us. I know we really put you through the ringer the last few days. Nah, it's all good. We took this job knowing it might not be easy, but we'll see it through. There is one thing I want to make clear, Shahina. We've done our best to minimize any uncertainty going in today. I can't promise that the film festival will go completely without a hitch. But I can promise that whatever happens, we'll take care of it one way or the other. So don't worry about anything that might happen. Leave the what ifs to us. Go out there and live it up like you should. You bet. Thanks, Van. Yes, thank you, Van. Knowing you're here is so reassuring. I know I can trust you. I just hope I'm imagining things either way. What the hell is that? Well, all we can do is focus on the here and now. Whatever happens, happens. That is odd. Yeah, I noticed the little look he gave her first. What did he think is up? You guys have nothing to worry about. I'll shine just as bright in the parade as my sister can. It's easy for me to forget sometimes, but I know just how much Sarah has struggled to make sure we make ends meet. So getting on that float is the least I can do to pay her back. I'm gonna dance so hard, it'll be an even better show than she put on. I don't know, it's odd, man. I'll be honest, it's a little tough handing over the reins to Shahina for the parade, even if Mr. Gotti and Prince Sharita are okay with it. And it's a really big responsibility for her. Between you and me, I'm a little anxious to say the least. But after watching her practice, I know she's got what it takes. If someone has to take over for me, I'm glad it's her. It's going to be great. I don't know. Something's a little off there. Very much so.
Time to depart.
So there's another spot up here where we'll save that for last and go ahead and take care of the other side quest parts first.
Well, where'd you next?
Because usually that moves the story along.
Finally, time for the film festival.
Okay. And here's the ice cream stand.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Can we talk?
Yeah, that's right. I'm the one who bought the Nocturnal Suns off Monir. I'm planning to make a limited time flavor for my ice cream that make a killing selling it to the rich people, equally rich appetites. Good lord, I couldn't get that out. Sounds like you're a born merchant. I can respect the hustle. Even like the film festival, when I make real money, I'd be stupid not to have something lined up for the occasion. Anyway, what brings you guys here? You on the pomegranate hunt too? Van explained what's going on with the bartending tournament and why they needed the fruit. Sure, that makes sense. But I've got to make a living too, you know. I can't go around giving away ingredients like these for free. But if you sweeten the deal and make it worth my while, I'll be willing to consider giving you some. What sweetening of the deal did you have in mind? Don't worry, we're not trying to be freeloaders. Tell you what if you go ahead and make some of this new flavor of yours, and we'll give you an honest review of it. This dude right here is smart. he gets the whole dessert out of it, and still getting some of the stuff. That's pretty smart. Sorry about that. A taste test, huh? I assure you, the insight we can offer will be quite valuable to you. Huh? Yep. Mr. Arkwright especially has a very refined palate for sweets. In fact, he is something of a celebrity for it in such circles. Well, I didn't know he was famous for it. He's not. It's called upselling. Now zip it. Alright, deal then. I was thinking I needed some opinions anyway. I could tell this ice cream is still missing a certain something, but I'm not sure what. But I'll only offer the pomegranates if your reviews really impress me. How about the three of you step up and tell me what you think? This is really funny. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Fan's got to be one of the reviewers, obviously. You only offered to tell her what it is, what you think, because you want to taste the ice cream for yourself, don't you? Be honest. Shut up. No, I don't, punk. Boy. Just crazy. Whatever you say, Chief. How about we have the kids be the other two reviewers? Really? Are you sure? That sounds like a really big responsibility. I don't know if I can give a useful review off the cuff like that. It's not a problem. You don't need to take it that seriously. Simply giving her an honest opinion will be helpful, I'm sure. If you're ready, I'll have the ice cream right up for you folks. Just give me a few minutes. Several minutes later. A little bit of a few hours later. Van, Agnes, and Ferry received their ice cream and gave it a taste test. It's so sweet, yet kind of sour. I love it. It has a really good balance between sweetness and sourness. Okay, she just said that. I can see this being a really great flavor to have during the summer. Other than that, my boy's thinking it over. Well, the girls basically here got it in one. This is an incredibly refreshing taste that goes perfectly with our bad hot climate. I could have it over and over again, easy. Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what I was gunning for when coming up with the recipe. Here's a question for you. Are you using pure fruit juice for this ice cream? Yeah, that's right. Why do you ask? So I think you got the sweetness right, but it could be taking a better advantage of the sharp sourness from the pomegranate. Have you thought about adding some pulp to the mix? I'd probably help change it up the texture too. It'll probably help change up the texture too. I did try that, and you're not wrong, it did add a nice accent. The problem is, even when I do that, it's still not punchy enough. What about the seeds then? I've never heard of mixing seeds into the ice cream. Won't they be too hard and make it taste tart? Nah, think about it. The thing about black pomegranates is, they like hot, dry weather. The fruit itself is big, while the skin is shallow and the seeds are small and soft. Something like a nocturnal sun, you can eat the seeds whole, no problem. They're actually not tart at all, quite the opposite. They smell nice and nutty. How they smell nice and nutty? Okay, you get that in there, and I think you'll achieve an accent that follows the full pomegranate experience. Interesting. I hadn't given it so much consideration. Alright, you win. Thanks for such detailed advice. Would 3 pomegranates be enough for you? More than enough. Are you sure you don't mind? Nah, a promise is a promise. How could I deny you guys anything after getting schooled so thoroughly? Yes, we did it, Agnes. I think Van gets most of the credit for this one, Fairy. Oh no. Those from the hip reactions helped a lot too, girls. I'm glad you enjoyed the ice cream. That's what counts. Now I can make the perfect ice cream that'll really bring in those high-flying customers. I wish you luck in your new ice cream. I am sure it will be a great success. Thank you. Tell your bartender friend I hope those pomegranates help make him something special too. Okay? Will do. You're doing him a real solid. We appreciate it, and we'll get out of your way now. Alright, so we got 3 pomegranates. Now all that's left is to find the red cactus, right? Yep, next stop, the sand sea. Alright, so that is where we are headed. To the sand sea. I keep on forgetting.
Time
to depart.
Just go straight there. Or should I just start from the cave? Okay, yeah.
The wind flow is different today. It's blowing in a completely different direction.
That may be a sign that the sandstorm has moved elsewhere.
Oh, so they got that damn plant out of here. Alright. Well, it looks like we actually get to go to the other side of this map here. If the damn dust storm isn't over there still. Look, it shouldn't be.
Watch it. That one's big.
Eagerly await your performance. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Yep.
What do you say we rough them up a little?
Launching ambush.
Boom.
It's over. Up to you, Reset.
Activation skill. Miss Claudel. Activating drive.
Activating skill.
Boom.
A chance.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
He's out of there.
Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Alright, looks like this side is open now. I'm going to go ahead and end here, and we'll get the rest of the stuff over here on this side of the map. But thank y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate everyone checking out the vids as always. If you're new to the channel, tap that like button for your boy and subscribe if you haven't. I've cleared out most of this area, so like there isn't much to do on this side. I think that actually takes you back to the other side of the map. So I think it's this and another one. I don't know, I have to see. I might do some extra fighting here too. There's a lot of enemies here. I might clear it out just to, you know, build up a little bit. See if I can probably raise some of that money I've been talking about. But we'll see. But thank y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate you all. If you're new to the channel, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.